Yo. What it do, man? It's your boy JB, aka Jake Bailey, man. And I'm tuned in with Dirty Glove Bastards, you feel me? And I just jumped off the Porch, you hear me? Y'all need to go tune in at Eskimo Jake. That's my IG. Fuck with it. ABMG, nigga, let's get it.
I just wanna be good to you, so good that I'm the one you trust. Protector, provider, best friend.
All right, so we got Jake J.B. Bailey jumping off the porch with us today.
Yeah, buddy, what it do?
Man, I'm feeling great. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm blessed.
Yes, sir,
Blessed, man.
Nah, I appreciate you swinging by today too, man.
Ain't shit, I appreciate y'all having me, man. We working.
No problem, bro. No problem, man. So what else you got planned during this trip to Atlanta? I think you're on a promo run, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm on a promo run on this side of the coast. I gotta go to Tennessee Thursday, tomorrow. Then I go to Augusta, our radio stations promo run. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
For sure.
Busy man, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
City.
That's a good thing.
That's how it's got to be, you know?
Yeah.
You know that, yeah. All right, so you're originally from Arkansas, but you grew up in North Dallas, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like how young were you when you moved to Dallas then?
Shout out to Little Rock, man, East End. Yeah, I was probably about 7 going on 8.
Okay.
So I was raised in the D,
Yeah.
but you know, the roots back home, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Was that an easy transition, 7, 8 years old, moving to Dallas, you moving away from all your friends and
Yeah.
stuff like that, or?
Yeah, at that age, you ain't gotta do nothing but just come. Your mama take care of everything. All I had to do was just go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I really, it happened so quick. I transitioned fast.
Okay. So North Dallas, man. I don't know if I know anything about North Dallas.
Man.
Talk about like the culture and the life up there. Is it any different than the rest of Dallas, or? Because I know Dallas is huge.
Yeah, Dallas huge. North Dallas would be kind of like, from what I've been told, like how the Migos from the north side, and they kind of don't get cause it ain't as hood as, so the north kind of like that, but now, so many people then move to the north, so it's just as rough as any other area, but traditionally the north side was, for the white folks, and on the south side of Dallas, the black folks. So the north just more diverse. So growing up in the north kind of prepared me to do most stuff, not keep me in the box necessarily, so it's a cool spot, Shout out to Forest Lane, Abrams, the whole north is, my
Okay.
nigga the woods, baby.
I feel that, man. Do you feel like the north side's changed much over the years since you were young up until today, or?
Yeah, it's changed a lot as far as, like I say, the music that come up out the north, the respect as far as not being the hood of the D, nigga done gained that. So yeah, it didn't change. It rough out there, but it's still what it is.
Okay, yeah. So how old were you when you jumped off the porch then?
Shit, I was probably about 15, 16,
Okay.
when I was like, fuck it. Let's go. Yeah.
So did you have much like positive role models, guidance out there at the time, or?
Nah, really, growing up, shit, just my T-John, that's who I looked up to. I ain't had no dad and none of that shit, but when I was playing sports, I linked up with Emmitt Smith, so I used to go to his house a lot and ride to the games with him and his family, and that was my career path, but along the way, I didn't have enough discipline. So once they told me this, I said, fuck school, and I just, so. But yeah, I that's what kind of motivated me to want more out of life. Seeing that at a young age, being around superstar people with nice things, it kind of, some people don't know how to get shit because they don't see nothing. They just so stuck in the box. So me being able to experience that kind of shedded some light on me wanting to have bigger things and do bigger things, you know what I'm saying? So. It's a blessing.
Yeah, like shows you this shit's possible, man.
Very
you can
much
touch
so.
this shit. It's
Very
right
much
there,
so.
man.
Yeah.
No, that's real. So what would you say has been one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome in your life so far for you to be able to sit on the porch with us today?
Just everyday life shit that'll kind of discourage you, or sidetrack you, just trying to keep the consistency, amongst all the other everyday life stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, I won't really say no obstacle. We take them in stride, but that's just something that you gotta maintain. If you wanna do something like music or acting, anything really, you gotta just stay consistent. And sometimes that can be a little harder to do when you got unplanned stuff that just might happen. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just being able to stay moving and being able to stay relevant, being able to stay active, and you know, shit, that's what we do.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Real shit.
So when it comes to the music, how'd you get your start, you know, making music? How old were you at the time?
And I was a young nigga. You know, music started like just rapping on the bus, at the bus stop, rapping at the cafeteria in school, and a couple niggas in the neighborhood seen that I had, you know, talent enough to probably try to put it out. Then I'm from the north, where Pookie and Lucha and them from, so
okay.
They legends out there as far as the music wise, and you know, being from around the corner from them, kind of like you said earlier, now I can touch this shit, I can do it too. So that was motivation, and then shit, me being me, shit, I just kept it going. My first real record I put out, I about like 18, 19. Boomtown shot it, Marching Up the Block.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
okay.
Big video producer out of H-Town.
Yep.
He shot that video. We brought the whole hood out. Really like the first video from the north. So everybody in the city was like, who is this nigga in this video with police cars chasing them and all these young? We didn't know the north was like that. So that stood me out, because when you thought of the north, you didn't think of that. Then I brought that type of shit, because we doing the same shit, it's just a lot of more white folks around. So that opened up the doors to the city to accept me being from the north and doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just what it is, really.
Yeah. Would you say that's when you started taking it serious, figuring out, all right, this is my passion, I'm gonna put my time, my money into this?
Really, when I started seeing that other people wanted to put money behind me, and I was like, yeah. So, yeah, around that time, I dropped Marching Up the Block, and then I kept moving after that. But that was my first real studio recording, like hook, verse, like arranging the song. That was my first time. Everything else was just freestyle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that hoe had a lot of attraction as far as the streets. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest record that I had, besides the one that's moving now, was She Fly.
Oh yeah.
So that was shortly after that. And that's how I got the name, is, you know, taking this shit seriously. Like, yeah, he a real artist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So speaking of She Fly, like,
Right.
what was your inspiration when you hit the studio, recorded that song there?
Shit, I was in a trap, and about a week before, I was at one of the hottest spots in the city at the time, Club Blue. And I heard DJ Q play Lil Will record, My Dougie. And at the time, I didn't know it was Lil Will record. I was just sitting there rolling up a blunt. Then I heard the beat drop, and I saw all these bitches jump up and start running. I'm like, what the fuck is going? Whose song is this? So I fast forward about a week or two later, I'm in the spot, and I heard Vita Loca 97.9 like, shout out to Lil Will, North Dallas, one of the hottest songs in the city. And she dropped it on the radio, and I was like, damn, I just heard this hoe in the club. This my little homie, he was in my first video.
For real?
So I'm like, man, I'm bullshitting, I'm in the trap, I need to be on this music shit. So once I heard that, I was like, shit, I gotta go, cause these niggas blowing up. And mind you, I already had street records before. So I had to go to the studio and make something for the consumers, for the masses. And I came up with, you know, it was the boogie era then, everybody was dancing and shit. I really ain't with the dance. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I can't dance. So I was like, I can't make no dance record. I'ma fuck with the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Keys, he made the beat, Pimpin' Keys, and we went to the studio, and shit it was mad, and it was crazy because somebody who was in the studio before me heard the beat, and they said it was wet. They ain't like it. Yeah, so when I got there, he played the beat, and he hurried up and skipped. I'm like, go back. He was like, nah, you ain't gonna like that. I'm like, nigga, go back. He played, I'm like, yeah, I like that. Then that's when he told me, like, no, nigga just left, he ain't like it. And it was, you know, turned out to be a hit record.
Yeah. So you get done recording it, do you realize what you're sitting on? Do you see the potential it had?
Before I recorded it?
No, when you recorded it.
Oh yeah, no, as soon as I recorded it, I shot to my partner house in Grand Prairie. That's like 30, 40 minutes outside of Dallas. He my business partner, shout out to Reggie. And I took it to him like, bro, I think I got one. And we sat out there for about 2-3 hours just listening to it. And he was like, yeah. So the next day I went to the club, and the DJ played it back to back twice. And that's when I knew, like, and I just kept moving with it.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
And then that led to a single deal with Asylum, correct?
Yeah, it did. I was turned on by Rude Boy and Lil Will and them. Like I said, they had the Dougie, we from the same neighborhood, so they had a situation with Asylum, Celine.
Okay.
And the people up top heard like, you know, heard the JB got this record, she fly, you know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, that's the homie. So they linked it up and we started to work for about 2 or 3 months. And my business partner at the time, we co-owned the label, Rich Mind. We had our differences, we fell out, and he was butthurt, he was mad. So he started doing some hating ass shit, going around telling people he owned the record. He called Asylum, told them if they was to break the record and push it, he'll put a cease and desist in. So they were like, nigga, we can't deal with you Dallas niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got too much shit going on, so they dropped it. So that's why I had one of the hottest records in the Southwest region and in Dallas, and it just,
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck this rap shit. It make you kill somebody. That was my chance to get out the hood. And this nigga then, fuck the nigga, you hear me? Like, most niggas can't make one hit, and most niggas make a hit, can't make another one. So you got a hit, and nigga fuck your shit up. I'm like, I bet, but you know, I use it as motivation, kept pushing, and boom.
So did you stop doing music then, or did that kind of motivate you to go even harder?
Nah, yeah, I stopped. I was like, fuck that shit. I was still recording a little bit, but I was back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I like, fuck that rap shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just being in the streets and moving everywhere I go, people like, damn, you ain't finna drop nothing new. Damn, that shit go hard. I heard this, and I couldn't keep hearing that shit. Then I can't go work no regular job because everybody already in, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I done put all this working time in this shit. I'm gonna go back and finish what I started.
Okay.
And I said this time when I do start, I ain't no breaks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stopping, and I'm tighten up on my business so can't nobody fuck up shit I done. And you just living and learning. You know what I'm saying? So.
How long did you take off then? Like, how long were you not dropping anything?
Shit, I took off for. Man, I took a couple breaks at 2 different times. That break, I was really just a young nigga doing shit. But after I got my mind right, I went to school. I went back to school, and I'm like, damn, I done everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything you can imagine. From the street shit, whatever. But I'm like, if you want to get to another level, you got to do shit you ain't done. So I enrolled. I ain't had no GED. I dropped out of school 9th grade. I ain't had no GED. I enrolled in school like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a GED, and did that shit, went to college, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, what the fuck I wanna go to college for? I really was going to fuck with hoes and meet new custos and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I like, what the fuck I wanna do? So I picked some shit. I like, let me try firefighting, because I know all the bitches like firefighters, and it's gonna discipline me. I can't smoke, I can't drink, I can't be out all night. It's gonna discipline me, so I gotta do right, you know what I'm saying? So I chose that, and I did good at it. I was firefighter for about 9 months, volunteered at Seagoville, the outskirts. Time come up for the academy, they like, wait 9 months. Now, mind you, I come from this to that. Most people, firefighters, got like relatives that do that shit, like it's in the family. So you got niggas, they like, where the fuck you come from? But all your credentials add up. So they kind of styled me out, told me to wait 9 more months. And I looked at it like, shit, if I can do this shit and I don't even like this shit, imagine if I put this work ethic and this type of shit into what I really want to do. So once I graduated, just did that shit for my T-John and my little boy to see. You know, niggas do the street shit, but I'm a businessman too, so. Nigga graduated and I was like, fuck it, I'm finna do this rap shit. So for the past 4 years, since I graduated 4 years ago, I've been full-fledged, and this shit done paid off. Nigga done got hella checks from this shit. Like, this shit crazy, but you gotta make your mind up and stay with it.
No, that's real. I applaud you for that too, man.
I appreciate that.
Yep. So what's your thoughts on like the music industry? How does it compare to the streets? Is there any comparison to it, or?
It's watered down now, to me. It ain't like it was when I was so ecstatic about doing it. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you had to rap good to get money. Now you gotta have money to rap. So it's like, it's all fucked up, and it's a lot of other shit in it. We ain't gotta get into it, like the agenda they push in, the type of music that they want mainstream, and the type of artists that people put on these pedestals. I don't necessarily agree with it, but the beautiful thing about music is music, so it can sound good to anybody and whoever. So you gotta take the good with the bad, but it's so oversaturated, but it's a passion of mine, so I'ma stick with it. But it's kind of like the streets. The only difference is it look like the streets, but in actuality it's more corporate. So when you get past the glitz and the glam, you start to realize that shit, you better have your shit together, cause these motherfuckers that's fucking with this bread, they got their shit together, and they know. So if you just think it's street shit and partying, they gonna get you. So you gotta, it's about you. Really, for me, it's fun, but I mean, say, I would advise somebody that wanna do music, shit, man, say, if you got money to fund this shit, you might as well go invest in some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit, even if you talented, it ain't no guarantee. So, you know, just, that's how I look at it.
No, that's true. It's like there's so much more to it than just the music.
So much more. The music is the least important thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the least important thing. And the most important thing is relationships, in my opinion. So, but if you good with the music and you got good relationships and you got a little money to pay to play and you know to be able to create your situations, it might do something. But like I said, it's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Shit, years of hard work and rolling the dice, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Did you have a relationship with Mo3?
Rest in peace to the little homie. That was my little nigga. And the crazy thing about it, I got a video. Y'all go search that shit. Heating Up. He did an interview with Real Life. And a lot of people from my hood didn't really accept him because he wasn't necessarily from North Dallas. But I know a lot of niggas ain't from North Dallas that's in North Dallas. I'm from Arkansas. I moved to North Dallas. So I'm like, what the fuck you gotta do to earn your citizenship? This nigga putting on, this nigga can rap, he rap, you know, but anyway. But I was one of the few niggas that didn't hate on him and who embraced him. On top of the fact that I was before him. So I was really like the Mo3 before Mo3. But in my era, they wasn't ready for that street shit. They wanted the dance shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was overshadowed. So I had to make some shit that they was wanting to listen to get on, which was the She Fly. Then here come Mo3 with the shit I was on back then and they love it. But that little motherfucker cold. So I couldn't even, you know, but he shouted a nigga out on the video like, shout out to my nigga J.B, nigga ain't never been no hater. You know what I'm saying? I always been the same nigga every time I seen him and it was big and I feel like at that point, he passed me the torch in a sense. Cause, you know, his untimely demise, he was, you know, gunned down on the interstate, but before then, he was the hottest nigga in the city.
Yeah.
And by him saying that, opened up a lot of motherfuckers eyes who didn't really know about me or didn't hear about me, and they were like, damn. Then once they start connecting the dots, they like, oh yeah, that is that nigga. So I feel like he passed me the torch, cause ever since then, I've been so focused on making this shit pop, like I owe myself that. And it seemed like shit just been falling. You know what I'm saying? Just been falling in my favor. But yeah, rest in peace to the little homie, and very talented, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he looked out for a nigga with that.
How did his death affect Dallas?
Man, it hurt cause you see a young nigga just trying to get money and get caught up in the bullshit. And I mean, shit, if you can rewind it, niggas wouldn't even do that shit cause it wasn't even worth it. But you know, once shit get to a certain level, it is what it is. But the music scene kind of been dry. But don't worry, I'm the savior, I'm here. Y'all know what it is, I'm dropped this shit. But yeah, niggas ain't been really, can't keep up. That nigga was too talented, he can sing and rap, you know what I'm saying? So, and he was a character as far as entertainment, like, you know, so it hurt, cause I say it's only a handful of people that got that overall package that can go nation, like 3, and he one of them, you know what I'm saying? So, it hurt, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, rest in peace to the homie.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's a lot of unity in Dallas as far as the music scene right now, or is it more everyone just kind of doing their own thing?
It's a little bit both. I would say it's probably a little bit more unity than it was previously.
Okay.
But it ain't like Memphis or Atlanta as far as you know, Dallas ain't really a music city. So everybody's still trying to be the first one to do something. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of keep motherfuckers on some competitive shit instead of some embracing shit. So, but I mean, it's getting better. Like the key people in the city, they recognize, and if you what that is, you can get through the bullshit. But yeah, Dallas ain't no music city like Tom Bradley. So everybody really kind of for themselves. But outside of Dallas, it's Triple D.
Yeah. But
inside of Dallas, it's like, nigga, it's Oak Cliff, then it's South Dallas, and it's West Dallas, and it's North Dallas, and Yeah, nigga. So, yeah.
Do you feel like that's why it's important to move around to other cities and kind of network and
Oh, most
promo
definitely.
and everything?
Most definitely. Cause your city ain't gonna really take you serious until other motherfuckers out here popping on your shit.
Yeah,
you know
which is
what I'm saying?
crazy to me when
It's
you
crazy,
think about it.
but
yeah.
it kind of makes sense because it's like, you know, you kind of feel entitled because this your city. So they can't just give everybody the shine because this your city. Like you gotta go separate yourself. And Dallas big, it's the 5th largest market in the nation. So they ain't finna just give anybody that spotlight. Yeah, you can have your song on the radio in Little Rock, that's 96 biggest market. You, okay. But Dallas, nah.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so you got this new single going crazy right now, man. I'm on the way.
I'm on the way.
Yeah, so once again, what was the inspiration when you hit the studio and recorded this one?
Hey, shout out to Young Baller. That nigga produced that motherfucker, one of the hot up-and-coming producers out of the D. Man, it really, I just try to be different. Like right now, it seems like everybody on that drill type shit. And that shit ain't good for the pocketbooks as far as niggas don't want to book that shit and you can't really get no sun like that on the radio. I done the street shit for my whole life, so I'm like, we trying to make music that's gonna be timeless and gonna reach everybody. I wanna have a song come on to where you can be riding with your kids and ain't gotta turn it cause it's too vulgar, you know what I'm saying? So my favorite song, just R&B wise, I love music, was After 7. I don't know if you familiar with that ready or not.
Yeah.
Babyface wrote that shit. I used to love that shit, still do. And idea popped in my head to try to, you know, do a sample and really pay homage to one of my favorite artists because he know how to write records, Babyface. And shit, my homegirl got a beautiful voice and we got a history and chemistry, so I just connect the dots, wanted to see how it come out, and it came out good. And it's different. Like, it's different from what Dallas used to. It got substance, it's familiarity, the beat jamming, and it's something everybody can relate to. So, shit, it was like the right move at the right time. And shit, I was just inspired from trying to set myself apart from what everybody doing.
Understood, yeah.
And shit, that's how that came about. Shout out to Karen, beautiful voice, featuring her. That bitch in like 18 other markets, that whole heating up, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a blessing, bro. I done it before, so to be back here again after you said this what you gonna do, let me know you really can do whatever you put your mind to. If it's meant for you and you work hard and you got discipline, you can take that shit.
Nah, real shit, man. And how has the feedback been, you know, since you put this out?
Man, shit, I'm here. I gotta go to Chattanooga tomorrow, gotta go to Augusta. When I get back to Dallas, next week gotta go to Shreveport, gotta go to Arkansas, Oklahoma, so they fucking with it, you know what I'm saying? So, the feedback been lovely, the video dope, you know what I'm saying? Big budget video, just trying to do, cause we competing with the majors, we competing with motherfuckers with breath, so you gotta put your best foot forward, so, yeah, that bitch heating up, that bitch jamming. For the ladies, for the players and the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Check it out, man, tune in.
Yep, and I gotta ask you about Best of the Best. You rapping for your boys on that one.
You a Cowboy fan?
I am not.
What the fuck? Sure? Everybody out here in the A down there Cowboy fan.
I mean, it's America's team, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm from Miami, so I'm Dolphins.
Dolphins?
Fan. Yeah.
Yeah. They all right. 72 was the last Dolphins that you just know dominated.
Yeah, and I wasn't even alive.
Me neither. And my mama was about 4. But I did that again, trying to get outside the box, bro. As an artist, you don't want to limit yourself. You never know what can be your niche. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be this street nigga to appease who? The niggas who don't even buy records, the niggas who don't even listen to radio. So I fucked with the Cowboy, Emmitt Smith. I told you that was the homie. So I'm like, shit, Cowboys was on their best shit last year. The motherfucker had me thinking they were gonna. Boy, it ain't all that but that. Goddamn, man. You hear me?
I don't know about that last play, man.
That's that last play after I see Mahomes do some shit with less seconds. And, you know, so we was on our best shit, and the energy was real. I came over with the record. I linked up with Rowdy Nation. You know what I'm saying? They got big ass, you know how you go tailgate, big ass tailgate club. They was with the video. We did the stadium, had the mascot out. Shit was big. So Just unfortunate first round loss. Kind of fucked up a nigga plans. You know what I'm saying? But it's still DC4L.
Yeah. How you think they gonna do this year then?
Well, I mean, I'm hoping, I want them to do good, but shit, man, we gonna see. Cowboys been breaking my heart for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm gonna ride with them, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, now you gotta stick with your team, man. Like I said, I'm a Dolphins fan. They ain't been shit forever, man.
Thought y'all gonna do something, y'all got tour. You know, but.
They got potential, but
right.
You never fuck it up.
Never know.
So you working on a new project right now? You kind of just focusing on singles and videos at this point?
I got a couple projects ready. I just want to build enough traction so it'll make sense when I release it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got Jake from State Farm, the policy. That shit crazy because.
Is that the name of the project?
Yeah, Jake from State Farm, the policy. You know my name, Jake J.B.
Okay.
I had to reinvent myself and shit, so I was like, fuck it. Jake is a little bit more distinctive when you're talking about a black hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? And on top of the fact, everywhere I go, if I holler at a little chick or give out a card or tell somebody my name, I say Jake. First thing they say, Jake from State Farm? Or if they think I say Jay instead of Jake, because they just can't believe I'm a Jake, they be like, Jay, I be like, nah, Jake from State Farm. And they'll kind of, you know, giggle or smirk or something. And I was like, if everybody do that, I can play on it. Because I'm really Jake from State Farm, you know, so I do interviews with the red shirt, the khaki.
For real?
Yeah, I play the role. It's what we do. But that's how that came about. And it's the policy because I feel like this the policy. When you make your insurance policy, you're gonna make it the best for you. So when I make this record, I'm gonna make it the best for me, best for the city. This the standard as far as I'm gonna put this nigga against any other artist outside this market and compete with the money bags or the J. Cole's lyrically being able to make a record and got all the other shit. You know, like I say with probably Mo3, the last one that was like that. So this the policy, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And that's what it is.
Yeah. So we got 5 months left in 2022, man. What's some goals you got set for yourself for these final
Man, I'm trying to get this record up to 5,000 spins or more. We already close to 1,000 now.
That's major, man, for an independent artist.
For independent artists. Like my business partner say that they starting to call and be like, this record independent, you know, this nigga on BDS Report steady turn ups and he in Dallas, both stations, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's a blessing, but for these past months, of course, stay free, stay moving, stay working. I got another record that I got heating up in the clubs, cause you know that record on the way ain't a club record, you know what I'm saying? You can play it at the end, try to calm the crowd down or something, but it ain't no, and I still like to have that record, you know, so I got a female artist, you know what I'm saying? She's sexy and she can rap, and we just did a badass video for I Came Here with a badass dance group out of Dallas, choreography and shit, big lights and shit. Shout out to Prophecy, the Spain Gang, Naples now. That shit dope, bro. And the sun jamming, so I got this moving in the streets and I got this moving on the radio. So by the end of this year, I'm into 2 super hot ass records, a project that's trendy, my artist building the name for herself, and shit, my brand just escalate. You know what I'm saying? More interviews like this, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it sound like big things on the way for you, bro. That's for sure.
Nah, for sure, so.
So what's some advice you would share to some upcoming artists trying to get their foot in the door right now?
Like I say, I told you, if you want to rap that bad, just know, be prepared for all this shit to come with it. But just don't stop and invest in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you must invest in yourself, you know what I'm saying? And that's not just monetarily, you know, like, you gotta go, might have to get your mind right and go to school or do something to where you could be prepared to deal with these sharks out here, because these ain't street niggas you dealing with, you know what I'm saying? So just stay consistent, you know what I'm saying, and drop good music, protect your brand, invest in yourself, you know what I'm saying, and stand on business. Like, you know, you don't want no dirt on your name, you know what I'm saying? People gonna talk shit anyway, but if it ain't real, it's gonna fade out. You know what I'm saying? Hating shit, just dry hate, that shit don't last long. But if you out here doing fuck shit it ain't gonna sit well with other motherfuckers. They ain't gonna put you on. So you gonna be spinning your tail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So keep business straight. Surround yourself with people that want shit like you, and keep moving. Keep moving.
Real shit. Wise words right there, man.
Thanks.
All right, JB, you got any shout outs you like to give before you wrap it up here, bro?
Yeah, shout out to the whole Triple D. Everybody that's a part of this movement, been a part of this movement. Shit. K104, 97.9, Babyface, all the DJs that fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to niggas that don't fuck with me, cause y'all know you niggas see me. Shit, shout out to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I deserve this shit. I've been grinding for a minute, and I ain't asking nigga for nothing. Everything I got, I work for, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes shit don't come when you want it when you go that rap. But when you get what you trying to get, the feeling way better. So, shit, shout out to me, shout out to my mama, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister, shout out to my little nigga, you know what I'm saying? My son, shout out to everybody, nigga. We here now. I'm excited cause you know, let me tell you, I was in my house and shit got burnt up, bro, and I breed Rottweilers. So, when my house got burnt up, I had a video shoot like a day or two after that. I ain't had no cars, my house was burnt, you know what I'm saying? But I still went and shot that video. And that was the video Mo3 shot a nigga out. I put that clip in front of that video.
That's it.
And I used my T-John car to go to the video shoot. You hear me? I'm like, damn, I'm used to ride, you know, but you gotta do it, keep going. And that's just a testimony that shit gonna try to stop you. Shit gonna come in your life and make you feel like, man, fuck this shit, or you wanna give up, but that's only God testing you because you finna get to where you wanna go, but do you really deserve this shit? And after that, you know what I'm saying? So I got my shit burnt up on some fuck shit, nigga hating on a bitch. Nigga put a tracking device on a bitch car, followed her to my house.
What the fuck?
You hear me? Burn my shit up, don't burn her shit up. Trying to run me out. I don't even know this nigga. Barely even know this bitch. You know what I'm saying? But, so, in the midst of all that, I'm working doing this shit that just let you know, bro, you gotta, sometimes when shit happen to you and you be like, damn, that's fucked up, worse, it's the best thing ever happened to you. Cause that shit was the best thing happened to me. Had not been for that, I wouldn't have got out of my comfort zone. And when I got out of my comfort zone, I started to take out. You know, nigga get a little money, got a couple spots, nigga got a house out here doing it, but that ain't what you really supposed to be doing. That shit got burnt up, shook up everything. I had to re-rap shit, and then I focused on, and man, hey, shout out to that nigga, shout out to that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I done piped up ×3 since then. But the moral of that is, everything that happened bad to you ain't necessarily bad. It's all about perception. I took that shit, and that shit was like a blessing to me. So, I'm here now, nigga. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit, and this shit check out. You know what I'm saying? You can ask about me. Go tune into the music, and you'll see for yourself. But everybody say they this nigga, you should fuck with them because of this. I ain't, shit, I'm just gonna tell you the real shit. Like, my music motivational. Like, motherfuckers can look at me and be like, damn, if he did it, I can do it. Cause I started with nothing. Little country nigga in the big city with just a mama, no brothers, no nothing. Now I'm one of the hottest niggas in the major city, and that's from just nigga grinding and me believing. So shit, nigga, I'm here now. Facts.
I just wanna be good to you, so good that I'm the one you trust. Protector, provider, best friend and rider. We go together like